until he saw his stepmother easily snap the baseball bat. The stepson was so frightened he immediately agreed to take horseback riding lessons. Not long after, the stepmother learned that the stepson had argued with a rich kid during class. She hurried to the scene to ask why. The coach explained that the stepson had refused to apologize after losing in a riding competition. The stepmother noticed that the stepson's horse was sick, so it wasn't that his riding skills were poor. She proposed that they swap horses and race again. The rich kid did not object. At that moment, the stepmother encouraged the stepson to try harder. Although he was usually a bit naughty, his physical foundation and balance were excellent and he showed a high talent for riding. With his stepmother's encouragement and guidance, his confidence improved. Even though the rich kid cheated by taking an early lead, the stepson ultimately won the competition. This made him feel that his stepmother wasn't so hateful after all. Before this, he had always been at odds with her. Yesterday, when the stepson lost a motorcycle race, the stepmother rushed over to take him home. He claimed the stepmother had no right to order him around, then gunned the throttle and charged at her. Unexpectedly, the stepmother used only a paper parasol to block the motorcycle. The butler standing nearby was stunned. Little did anyone know the stepmother was a female general who had traveled forward in time from ancient times. She had won battles, been made the crown princess by the emperor, and then traveled through time to the 21st century before her marriage. Not only had she been transplanted into the body of the newlywed CEO's wife, she had also become the stepmother of an 18-year-old rebellious boy. For a woman who had led 100,000 soldiers, disciplining his stepson was very simple. With one strong movement she sent the stepson flying off the bike. Fortunately, a nearby bodyguard caught him safely. The butler could not believe it and quickly recorded a video and sent it to the CEO. Seeing the stepson still defiant, the woman produced a chess piece and pressed his immobilizing pressure point. The stepson was then forcibly put into the car. He still resisted in the car, ordering the woman to release him at once. Finding him noisy, the woman pressed his mute point to shut him up. The butler increasingly felt the CEO's wife was extraordinary, especially her imposing presence that intimidated without anger. After getting out of the car, the butler hurried to report to the CEO, but the CEO couldn't be bothered to listen. He had been forced to marry this worthless woman only to fulfill his father's dying wish, and he was completely uninterested in whatever she wanted to do. The butler sent the video to the CEO, and upon seeing his son being flung through the air, the CEO realized the woman was nothing like her Rizou. She could effortlessly get his son under control. He unusually made a video call to the woman. When the woman saw her husband for the first time, she discovered he looked exactly like the crown prince she had been engaged to in her previous life. Because the marriage between the woman and the CEO had no affection behind it, the CEO spoke to her coldly and said that if she could help him educate his son properly, he would extend the term of their marriage contract. At that moment, the woman remembered that her parents had once saved the CEO's father, and the CEO had agreed to the marriage out of gratitude. Seeing the contract wife stunned, the CEO mistakenly assumed she was like other women who were after his family's wealth. The woman refused to extend the marriage contract, deciding to end the agreement once the stepson returned to the right path.